Welcome to Just Cuz Podcast. I'm Jay.
And this is Katina.
Hey y'all, we missed y'all. How y'all doing? What y'all got going on?
What up,
We
people?
in the January. You know what? When this come out, it ain't even gonna be January no more.
It so won't.
Oh Lord. Hello, February.
Hello, February.
The month of love. The month of Black History.
That's right.
Just, the shortest month, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna work these 28 days out, baby. Okay?
Ain't we?
Ain't we?
And still looking for the blessings.
Okay. All of the days to come. Okay?
Amen.
All right, y'all. Here I come. If you had a birthday, if you had a birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. And so we are so happy that you made it another year. We are excited to even celebrate you on today for this week that has passed. And if you anything like me, honey, celebrate all month. Don't do it all year, okay?
All month, Jay.
Yes, all month, all year. Take somebody else's
all month, all year.
Yeah, all that, girl.
Until it come back around again.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And keep doing the same thing, okay? All right, Tina, what's this mood looking like today?
Well, Jay, I'm going to tell you like this. I did a post this morning and I called it Funny Friday. That's my mood for the day. Like I woke up feeling a kind of way, but I woke up knowing that it was time for me to pray. So as soon as I did what I was supposed to, and the Lord was like, daughter, I got that. It took me straight back to who I am and how I operate and how it is and who I be. It took me straight back to that. And you know me, like there's this little humorous side of me that I just can't take things too seriously, because life is just too short. So anyway, today was my Funny Friday. So that's where I am today. My Funny Friday. I'm looking forward to whatever it is that comes along that's going to bring me joy into my heart, make me smile, make me laugh. And then not only am I looking for it to come to me, but then that's what I'm going to give. So this is my Funny Friday.
Okay, girl. Well, y'all heard that. So my mood today, I don't know. I guess I'm just in expectation.
Mm-hmm.
And I am, although when you are in a place of expectation and you are anticipating things to come and the good things and also preparing for those things that may not be so good or what have you. But when you sit in a place of expectation, there is many different emotions that come with that. There is uncertainty, there is joy, there is excitement and all of that. So I'm feeling all of those things in one on this week.
Okay.
And just anticipating the manifestation of them.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Truly amazing. I love it. It seems like it's perfect for this Friday and for the weekend to come. I love it. Expectation. I know one thing we better expect. This snow. I told you, girl, I had to throw a little humor into it.
Girl, it's coming whether you want it or not.
Oh, we don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah, it's that came through, honey.
Oh, Lord.
It's that came through. All right, y'all. It's your favorite. It's my favorite. It's everybody's favorite. Tina, is it your favorite?
It's my favorite.
It's your favorite.
What about the dog?
Oh, it's the dog favorite.
Yeah, we can't leave him out.
No, guys, this is WWYD. What would y'all do? So this is that segment where you all can participate, and baby, y'all do. Y'all can participate. You can DM us, send us an email to justcuz80s@gmail.com and get your stories in. What if you got you want some advice? Just ask away. We are here. This is for entertainment. So we hope to give you some thoughtful things and that'll help you along the way. But this is for entertainment, but we do hope that you come to a sound decision as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Well put.
So today, Tina, this is from Brittany B. Hey, Brittany B. BB, how you doing, girl? All right. So she says, I was at a get together with friends. Ooh. And one of my friends pulls me to the side and tells me she has a confession.
Uh-oh.
She said, I am thinking, what is this girl about to say?
Mm-hmm.
She said, this girl says she has been seeing my ex. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. For the last few months. She said it just happened. She was nervous to say anything because she didn't know how I would respond. Mm. She asked me not to tell anyone or say anything because they are going to go public on social media in a few weeks. She said she didn't want me to find out that way. Child, I left the party and haven't seen or talked to her or him since. No and kidding. She got WWYD.
No kidding.
Tina, you were going first?
No, I'm going to let you go first. I'm going to let you go first.
Brittany, I mean, I don't really even see what the question is because you did better than me. You left.
Right.
I would have had so much to say. I wouldn't have had no questions, but I would have had so much to say because you're my friend. Why are you talking to my ex? It shouldn't even been an opportunity for something to just happen.
Bingo.
Like, how in the world could that happen? If you are my friend and you call yourself like that, I don't know. How do I even put this, Tina? You call yourself being my friend. We are at a friend gathering together right now. So we are in the same place and we got the same people that we hang around and stuff. You didn't know not to talk to my ex?
You just gonna blindside me.
And why you tell me here? Because you know I was gonna take your throat out?
I was getting ready to say right before you said that, but the emotion is understood. That emotion is understood. Jay,
girl, you could have talked. You could have
inappropriate.
Call me. Don't tell me face to face, because baby, no. And it's been a few months. It took you months.
See, that's where the question comes in for me. If we are friends and we talk about everything, when you best friends, we talk about everything, right? I mean, we talk about everything. So why for these months have you been leaving this information out? Obviously, you're not too much of a friend to me because you've been leaving these
and talking about it just happened. What you mean it just happened? It did not just happen.
I mean, I can understand the discomfort and going to another person that's supposed to be your best friend and say, yo, look, I have feelings. I can understand that. But you didn't have a problem once you got him in saying it because you knew at that point in time, the deed had already been done. Like you had already did what you had intended to do. So basically in your mind, you already had it in your mind, best friend, that you were going to take the initiative to see what could happen when it came to building or developing that relationship with knowing that person and I had a commitment with one another. See, this is where, like for me, this is where I'm going to talk about it. Commitment. So and not only just with the relationship, the boyfriend, girlfriend, but the best friend relationship, where is the commitment? You are supposed to be best friends. Why are you not committed and loyal to that relationship, to that friendship? You're now, and then on the other side here, dude, you supposed to be committed in the relationship. Why is there not loyalty here? See, this is why for me, commitment is a requirement because commitment keeps accountability. It doesn't, to me, whether you're dating or you're married, the whole point and the purpose of being with someone is to get to know them or to figure out if you're going down the right lane or whatever when it comes to that person, if they're made for you in life, right? That's the whole point of dating, to try to figure those things out. But if you have no commitment or loyalty, and if you break that, then you have nothing to build on. You have no basis or no foundation to build on if you're not even committed in a if you're not even committed in just a relationship. But the whole point that this takes me back to, though, is that you decided that you would come to me because now y'all are doing y'all's thing, and you know that we're ex. You thought that if you gave me a little bit of time, I wouldn't be upset. Either way it go, I'm gonna be upset. Why? Because now I feel like you betrayed me. You were supposed to be my friend, and the whole time that I was talking to you about things, you weren't listening to me and hearing out my problems and really having compassion for my feelings or empathy for me. Instead, what you were doing is you was eyeing my guy the whole entire time. I can't trust you. I can't trust that. I cannot trust you. But now you want to come to me looking for my compassion, talking about, well, I wanted to tell you because now you all of a sudden care. Now I wanted to tell you because we get ready to go public on social media. Who you think you coming to save? You're not coming to save me, because you were the dart. You were the dart that came for me when you decided to go into this relationship. So you're not saving me now because you're going to post, because y'all going to start posting and all that stuff. No, you're not saving me now. You didn't save me then. You're not saving me now. So for me, and for my point of view, is that you didn't have any loyalty to me in our relationship, in our friendship. You didn't have any loyalty to me. And since you didn't have loyalty to me, then why would I have compassion for you doing something that's twisted and that's deceitful? It is very deceitful. That's all. That's the way that I see it.
So okay. All right. So for me, Tina, I can see both sides. And
I tried.
What I'm saying when I say that is that I feel like the offense for the friend that is dating the ex or talking to the ex, the offense for her is that she did not come to her when she realized that she was interested.
Mm-hmm.
Had she come to her friend when she realized she was interested and said, look, girl, I don't know what in the world this is. I don't understand why I feel the way that I feel or whatever. I know you dated him, but this is how I'm feeling. And I don't know what to do with this, right? So then you're talking to your friend, you're coming in a very humble way, because let's play the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you didn't intend to. Maybe it's something that you did figure out later on or whatever. But my thing is, how was there even an opportunity for you to figure out that it was something with you and him when you were
Why
friends?
Should you have the opportunity
when you were friends with your friend?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Why was there ever an opportunity for you to even realize that you liked them or wanted to whatever? Because let's be honest, it's been a few months.
Yeah.
So this has been time. You have nurtured this. You have spent time here. And are
they getting together on the backside?
The guilt did not hit you until now.
Right.
And so because the guilt hits you now, and what if I didn't come to this friend's party or whatever? Would you still have not said anything to me?
And posted.
And would have just posted it, and I would have found out that way. So to me, it seems as though the friendship ain't that close.
It absolutely is not close. That is not a best friendship.
And that's what I'm saying, because I don't even think Brittany referenced her as a best friend. She said a friend, but regardless of what, you hold a friend to that place,
that accountability.
You hold a friend to, like, you got my back, I got your back.
You owe loyalty.
So I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna hurt you,
right?
Or intentionally hurt you.
That's right.
And I think we're at the point of intent right now.
Yeah.
Because it's been a few months. You only saying something because if I'm Brittany, you only saying something to me because you getting ready to post, so y'all realize this is really serious and whatever. Because at the end of the day, you can have an attraction. Okay, great, wonderful. beautiful, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But your loyalty and friendship was with me. So we should have had a conversation. Something should have been brought to me. Like we should have figured something out. Because if it's a situation where Brittany, you dated this guy and all of y'all were friends. I mean, we don't know this because it wasn't specified. But had she been around when you and him were together? Was she around y'all as y'all were dating? Like that's why the old people say you don't take your boyfriend or your around your friend.
That's right.
You need to watch your friend. Don't bring other women or other men around your significant other.
That's right.
Because that's true. Because guess what? Why wouldn't he like her? Y'all friends.
True.
Y'all got similar qualities.
And it might have started innocently, just like you said.
It could have. But understand this and hear me. Why wouldn't the person that you're dating not take any type of interest in your friend when we become friends because of similar qualities, similar likes? That's what we build our friendships on. So if I'm dating somebody, of course my man might look at you like, oh, okay, you cool too. Because you my friend. Right. We might not be siblings, but you my friend. So we have similarities. And so the thing about it is you have to guard. You have to guard those things that you hold true and
that's right.
to you.
That's right. And I don't care if my man does realize the similarities in between me and my friend. That's neither here nor there, because that is not where the attention should be. See, that's another thing, that the attention shouldn't even be there to where there's an opportunity to be like, oh, well, I like you. I like having you around. You cool and all this stuff. And you always there. You always around. At this point, it's always a third, that like there's always a third wheel. And the third wheel is where the problem comes in.
And that's why I made the statement, because it shouldn't be your third person around you in your relationship, because yes, your man is interested in you, but he's also gonna see the similar things in your friend.
He's gonna see,
because he's around them.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I mean,
well,
it doesn't
I
make
take
sense.
that back. I take that back because again, this goes back to loyalty. Even though, but it's just the pot is just thick, because you're talking about hanging around. It's different if y'all are all hanging around in that same circle and you're hanging around all the time. Now you do have the third wheel, and then that does create an opportunity for trouble and for issues.
Exactly.
If you're always hanging around, some things you got to keep private. It's just like the word say, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, or vice versa.
You just gotta keep it separate.
But you have to keep certain things. Hidden or untold or unspoken of. But also the other part that I want to make sure that I hit on here, that I touch on here, is that to me, what I hear is that your friend had already coveted what you had. They wasn't no friend. They coveted what you had. They wanted what you had, because she could have went out easily. I don't even care about all this other talk and all this other stuff. There's more men in the world than that one guy, but they kept their focus on that one guy. Why did that friend not go ahead and find them somebody else and bring them along to the party?
Or either maybe, like I said, it could have been very innocent with her friend and the guy. But when she realized that, oh Lord, this is not it, or why are you talking to me so much, or why is this going this way?
But we don't even know if this like they were all three hanging around or hanging with a group. We don't even know that. It could have still been something that was just happening on the backside, because you got some of those quote unquote, and I say quote unquote, friends that when you ain't looking, they're winking their eye at your guy.
That's true.
That's for real.
That's for
real. So you have to really check your friends and watch their language and pay attention. You better always have your eyes open, and your eyes, don't trust nobody no further than you can see them, no further than you can throw them. That ain't very far. But my whole point is, you don't know what the intention is when it comes to other people and their hearts, like what their true desires are. And especially when you're not looking. So always keep your guard up and always be on the look. I'm not saying to you that you can't trust anybody, but I'm saying to you that you should always
I
be
mean,
conscious.
and at the end of the day, people show you the people that
They
you
do.
can trust. They show you that you can
They
trust
do.
them.
They do.
And you don't have to look over your shoulder or feel any type of way about it. And you know, Brittany, in this situation, sweetheart, I think you did the right thing when you left, because at that point it was nothing else for you to say.
Right.
It was nothing else to be done. You were really been putting on notice, is what she was doing.
Right.
Was putting you on notice what was already in action.
Yeah.
And what was about to happen. So your best bet was to leave. And guess what, honey? He an ex for a reason.
Come on.
And there she is.
Move forward. Move forward. You don't need any of that in your life. You don't, because none of that, like everything about all of that was poison. Everything about all that, it was bad. Everything about all of that, none of it was good. So you might as well leave it all behind, because now how could you ever trust again? Leave it behind. Keep it moving. Yeah. Only God can read the heart. We don't have that ability. We can look at the signs and we can try to discern things and discern people, but we don't know what the true heart is of people. Only God knows that. So that's why we have to keep our guard up and pay attention. And I pray that you stay encouraged and that you move forward in the greater that God has for you. Because obviously, when it comes to that, because they chose the season that they wanted to be in, now you move forward in your good season. So if they in their good, you go into your great, and everybody be happy.
Well, baby, I'm excited for you.
I am too.
I'm excited because you know that friend can't sit at your table.
We talked about that. If you didn't listen to the last, the last episode before last.
But you just know who that friend is now.
That's right.
You got rid of the ex for the reason that you got rid of the ex for, because he's an ex. Now you get rid of the friend because she an ex too, because you don't need her in your life.
That's
so
right.
We celebrating it happy for you.
Ain't no loyalty, so just keep
on moving. You got and pay attention to who your real friends are.
Come on.
Period.
And don't take your man around your friends.
Period. All right, Brittany girl. You heard it, you got it, and we on to the next, baby.
Yes.
Ooh, she is your ex, the X Factor, baby, the case of the ex.
X Factor.
All right. All right, main topic. Here we come. Okay, this is the main topic, y'all.
I'll be like a
look, Valentine's Day is coming. If you celebrate that, I don't really know. But I don't. I just say that it's love every day, all day. I don't know what to tell it.
That's good.
But
we do
some people, I was about to say, some people do. Some people just, enjoy that moment to be able to say, you know what, I love you. Let me show you how much.
Come here.
So, right. Come here. Bring yourself here. So, protect your heart. Is the main topic today.
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
And when I think about this topic, protect your heart, the Bible says the heart is deceitful. And so it is very important for us to guard it. It is very important for us to, you pay attention, you are aware of how what your heart is telling you or how you feel in that space and in those moments. But I equate the heart with emotions. And our emotions are deceitful too, because sometimes we can have emotions that may not be true to a situation or true to how we feel in that moment and in that space. And so we have to evaluate it. We have to dissect it. We have to make sure that we are evaluating ourselves and where it's coming from, and that, we don't make the decisions, or we don't gain certain perspectives based on the emotions or based on the heart, but we come to the, I guess, like the wisdom of a thing. And so that's what I think about when I think about protecting your heart, because one thing about it is, for all of us, and people call it intuition, but for me, I call it discernment. And I call it discernment because that's something that I have prayed and I've asked God for, because I always want to know who is for me, who is against me. I want to know, be able to identify even those things that are in me. So if I'm operating in discernment, or if I have discernment, then I'm aware all the way across the board.
Mm-hmm.
And so your discernment for me is my protection.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I am looking like with sword eyes, and I am listening with real sharpened ears, then I can hear, I can see, and I can formulate in my mind and in my spirit, and then my heart and everything else follows. And so that's where I stand in a place of protection, because that's my peace. So I have to protect my peace. I have to protect my joy.
Mm-hmm.
I have to protect my happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those things are a part of you, the fruits of the spirit, like all of these things are a part of you. And so you're responsible. So that's what I think about when I think about protecting my heart.
So yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said, but I do feel as if the alignment, that the heart, for me, that it equivalates with the mind, the heart and the mind. Those two things should be in alignment. I don't look at it as far as the heart and emotion, because if we act in emotion, then we can be misguided. But if we align, and we usually act out of emotion, but if we align our minds, if we get our minds correct and focused and in alignment, that's where your relationship with Christ comes in. But if we have our minds in alignment and in focus and in a good place and space, that which your mind thinks of is what manifests in your heart, and it's what manifests in your spirit. So I believe that your protection comes from you being in alignment between your mind and your thoughts and your heart, because whatever a man thinketh, so he is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're thinking things that are negative, or you're thinking things that are outside of the will of God, then you will act on the things that you're thinking. And then those things that you are actually thinking on, and that's what you're absorbing, and it becomes a part of you. It's like, okay, for instance, it's like a person that becomes bitter. A person that becomes bitter, they're not bitter in the beginning.
Mm-mm.
It's a process that happens. It's something that happened in the way that they thought and the emotion that they received from it. And they kept that same exact mindset. It required that they keep that same exact mindset in order for them to get to a place to where it trickled down to so much filth, till it got to a place of bitterness. So that's why I would equivalate the heart with the mind. And as long as, like I said before, as long as we keep ourselves in alignment with like our relationship with Christ, because God says that we should think on things of him. And if we're thinking on things of him, those are the things that are good. Those are the things that are lovely. So if we're keeping our head in that type of space, then we're keeping ourselves away from the harm, because we're molding, and we're kind of, in a way, I don't want to say molding or making who we are, but we are definitely directing our spirit in the direction it should go. Because remember, we always have a free will. So our mind takes precedence over the things that we do. You act on the things that you do. So if that's what's in you, if it's bitterness, or if it's hate, or if it's whatever that's inside of you, then you're going to act accordingly. So the protection for me, that for me is like staying constantly in prayer and keeping yourself around things that are positive, keeping yourself away from things that mean you no good. If it does not benefit you or profit you in any way, or bring any maturity to you, or bring any growth to you, then it shouldn't be a part of your space anyhow. And I said anyhow.
That's true.
But it shouldn't be a part of your space anyway. It should be easy but truly it's very complex because of what we allow our minds to think, because of what we allow to enter in our head, which becomes what we dissolve into our heart. Discernment, just like you said, Jay, when you were talking about discernment, that's a great thing. Like that's a huge thing that we operate under discernment. But you don't get your discernment unless you have that relationship, which keeps you focused on Christ, because that comes from the Lord, that comes from the Holy Spirit. But having that discernment, that is your protection mechanism. It's almost like a first step. When you first come into contact with people, your discernment goes off. And like you said, some people call it intuition or whatever, but it's discernment. Your discernment goes off. And you know immediately by the way or the by the interaction that you had with someone, if you feel like it's good, if you feel like it's bad, or if you just like, meh, you immediately know. It's one of the three. It's either it's good, it's bad, or it's meh. And if it's meh, then you know to keep yourself on guard and to always be on the watch. You're looking, you're paying attention. You're not just going in with your eyes closed. You're paying attention to every single thing, all the signs, the things that said, the mannerism. You're paying attention to all those different things. That is triggered by your discernment. But if it's on the other side and your discernment comes in and everything in you is going, you better pay attention to it, because that is the other side. That's the other part of the guard that's saying, hands up, hands up, up, slip, up, right, jab. You have to utilize what the Holy Spirit has given you in that discernment in order to guard you and to protect you so that you can overcome the emotion and so that you behave properly, even though in certain situations, certain situations are driven by your emotion, but just because your emotion is there, we still have to be careful how we behave and what the outcome is in our actions.
Yeah, and that's why for me it's like keeping your emotions and your heart in check, and the renewing of your mind. And for your spirit, it's like your spirit and your soul connect. So it's like what's in your spirit, I guess, i.e. your soul, like what's in you is what is going to manifest through you, as you stated.
Yes.
And so it's like your soul, your mind, and that will help to keep your heart and your emotion protected and pretty much in check. Because when you use the word deceitful, that's a very, very telling and strong word, because nobody wants to be deceived. Nobody wants to be tricked. Nobody wants to be played if you in some regards. And baby, your heart can play you. I have been there many times where my heart has played me like a fiddle. And I'm looking like, what? I never even saw that coming. Oh my God, I didn't believe it. But when people show you who they are, you're supposed to believe
you
them.
Better believe it. You better believe it.
If a thing that is happening or a situation is playing out in front of you, it is real.
That's right.
That is what is happening. That is what it is. There are no excuses. There are no
it's a warning.
Fixing it. And I ain't gonna say it's no fixing it, because God can fix all things.
Yeah.
So I won't say that. But what I will say is, if it's being revealed before your eyes, you better see it, you better know it, you better take it in, and you better dissect it so that you ain't sitting back deceived.
Right. Absolutely.
If God is the only one that knows the heart of man, why is that? Like, think about that.
He's the creator.
Why is it that if God is the only one that knows the heart of all of us, why wouldn't we want him to protect it?
Amen.
Why wouldn't we want him And why wouldn't we seek him to protect our and guard our heart? Because he created us.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't we say, God, you are the only one that know my heart? That's why it's so important not to judge.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know the heart of someone.
That's right.
You don't know it.
That's
and
right.
So, and even when you put yourself in a place of where you are judging, then your heart is deceiving you, even in that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
to
good.
make you think that you can.
That's good. That's good.
Period. Okay, y'all. So look, you have to allow the Lord to protect your heart.
Yes.
Okay? You have to allow the Lord to protect your heart, because no one can protect your heart as he can.
That's right.
Even when we try, we fail.
Mm-hmm.
So please allow God to do what he does and let him do it best. Okay?
Okay.
But thank y'all so much for spending time with us. And don't go nowhere, baby, because I got something good, honey. I got something good. Team don't even know.
I got
something good, y'all. Let me tell y'all.
I just show up.
You know I'm sick of. So we're going to close this out, and we are going to say our favorite love story.
Oh, our favorite love story.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You ready? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Y'all, you see how she do me? But it's all right. Don't even worry about it, because I'm in here like swimwear. So my favorite love story, and we were actually talking about it last night, but this is gonna be from like a movie though. But my favorite love story is the Titanic.
Oh, that's good.
And I say the Titanic because it was the most unselfish act of love that anyone could ever do, is to give their life for someone else, so that they may have an opportunity or hope or what have you. But like I told my spouse, baby, we would have just both floated away, because if my spouse couldn't have got on that furniture with me, then we both would have been in the water and we would have died together.
I heard
that.
I
don't think that I could have just allowed my spouse to just freeze away and drown away. I couldn't do that. Or either I would have tried to hold on. No, I just would have gotten in the water. I know me.
That's tough.
I wouldn't have stayed on that furniture. And that furniture looked heavy. My sister-in-law said that furniture look real heavy. I believe that boat could have got on there.
You know, that's old furniture. Yeah. You know, they make it with real wood.
Yeah, I believe that boat could have got on there too. Like, what happened? But no, that was the most amazing act of love, that I would give my life for you. That's what Christ did for us.
Well, there it is right there. That's what I was gonna say. Okay. So I was going to say my favorite love story is how Jesus loved us so much that he paid for all of our sins. But that would be, I guess that would be, it should be understood. I'll just leave it at that. It should be understood. But what I'll say is, if it doesn't have to be a movie.
It can be anything.
It can be anything. If it doesn't have to be a movie, okay, I'm going to be transparent for a second. If it doesn't have to be a movie, I'll have to say my favorite love story is my story. How I met my spouse, and not all the details in the story, because you know how it is in a story or in a movie, you fast forward past certain parts because you're like, oh gosh, that's just boring or whatever. But the part of my love story is that my husband, when I met him, it's like he came in to me like a knight in shining armor. The time in which we met, it was perfect because of the things that I was going through in life, and the same thing with him, the things that he was going through in life. And I look at our story is still going, you know, and so I look at it and I look at all the things that we've been through, and all the things that we've overcome and that we still overcome. And just like any story, there's no perfection to it.
Nope.
There's nothing that is perfect to it. But if I had to choose my favorite love story, I would have to say it's the love story that I live out, because honestly, I say a lot of times, and like I said, this is just being transparent, and this is without any perfection, because we are not perfect whatsoever at all. But we're like, me and Jay always talk about, but we always try. We put in the effort,
baby.
we put in the effort, and we put God first. And in our love story, that's where we started in a place to where Christ wasn't a part of it, and we both had things and issues that we had to try to deal with and overcome and to heal from and all that stuff. But then now when I look at our story, we didn't have Christ in the beginning, but now we have Christ. And so it makes it that much more beautiful. So that's, my friends, that's my favorite love story.
Period. cousin boo. She said that, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. We thank y'all. We love y'all. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope we said something that was inspiring, motivating, edifying for you. And we get ready to head on out, Tina.
Out.
All right, Tina. We live,
laugh,
and love. Until next week, y'all.
See y'all.
Peace.